Okay, so here we are with our book for this lesson. You guys may remember this from the lesson that we finished or we started working on before we went to at-home learning. This is called the Roadrunners. Do you remember why these birds are called Roadrunners? I guess we're going to find out. It's a special type of bird. So let's look at pages 2 and 3. So you're going to see this bird that you're going to read about. So there's Mother Roadrunner. And if you notice that the word Roadrunner is made out of two words, road and runner. We call that a compound word. Okay, they don't really fly, but they run very fast. Let's look at page 4. So what do you think you're going to read about in this section? Where do I look to find what I'm going to read about in a nonfiction text like this one? If you said look at the heading, you are correct. The heading shows us what we're going to be reading about in this section. In this case, eggs in the nest. So apparently we're going to read about what happens with the eggs that are inside of the nest of the Roadrunner and how the mother and father take care of them. You can actually see Father Roadrunner over here. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next section. The next section, can you find the heading? If you said right here, you are correct. Guarding the nest. So I'm guessing this is about how Mother and Father Roadrunner are taking care of the nest so that no animals come and try to hurt the babies or hurt the eggs before they hatch. Let's move on. Oh, we got the eggs are hatching. Pretty cool. Ooh, it looks like Mother Roadrunner has come with some food for the babies. What kind of food do they eat? And we can see the heading of the section too. What's the heading? You said baby Roadrunners, you are correct. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the beginning, and this is how I'm going to do this, okay? Because you don't have your own copy of your book, I'm going to leave the pages open for just a little bit for each page. If I turn the page faster than you need, maybe you need more time to read that page, that's okay. Because you can always pause the video, finish reading that page, and then go to the next one where I turn the page, okay? So I'm going to read the first page with you, and then I'm going to turn the next page and I'm not going to read it. I'm going to let you read it. Building a nest. It is a spring day in the desert. A bird is collecting sticks behind an old house on Cactus Road. She uses the sticks to make a nest. The bird is Mother Roadrunner. Her name tells you that she really likes to run. Oops, that she likes to run. I put a word in there, it wasn't there. She doesn't fly well, so she doesn't make her nest high in a tree. She tucks the nest in some cactus plants. So why doesn't she make her nest high in a tree like other birds? Take a moment, answer the question, and then we'll move on. Now remember, from here on out, I'm not going to read to you. I'm just going to turn the page so you can see it. Go ahead and read this to yourself. Pause the video if you need more time. All right, let's talk about the story. Again, if you need more time to read it, go back and rewind the video, pause it on the pages you need to keep reading. So let's talk for a little bit. Tell me, how is a roadrunner similar or almost the same as other birds? How is it different? How is the roadrunner similar to other birds and how is it different? Take a moment and answer that question. My next question is, I wonder why roadrunners cannot fly well. So let's take a look at the roadrunner's body and see if we can answer that question. Okay, I'm looking here. Let's see. So wings are pretty short, aren't they, for their bodies? They can fly a little bit like chickens. A little bit. So the roadrunner lives in the desert. Why might this be a difficult place to live? Think about that for a minute. Why would a desert be a difficult place to live? And answer that question and pause the video. Okay. The mother and father roadrunners share their work. Tell me, what does mother and father roadrunner do? What do they do? Take a look. I'm looking at this page because this tells me a lot about mother and father roadrunner. This tells me a lot. Remember, you can rewind the video. Tell me what mother and father roadrunner do. All right, we've talked about the headings, so I'm not going to talk about those anymore. Let's move on and let's talk about some writing prompt that you might be able to do with this. On a piece of paper, I want you to write. I'm going to use the bottom of my board to show you. I want you to write this, okay? Roadrunners are roadrunners can mother roadrunners, make that a capital R because it's the name of the bird. Fill in that blank, mother roadrunners, and tell me something that they do. And then father roadrunners tell me something they do. Okay, if you need to pause the video to see, go ahead and do that. All right.